We're all in this together. Here we are, pen and pen.
400 as
400.
4.
YG 400. Breaking shit. And we just got here.
No, I've been here for that. You just got it.
If you been here for an hour, I've been here at least 30.
Yeah. We got a lot of stuff.
I was on time.
A lot has happened. A lot. Like, literally a lot. The T.I. and 50, I guess we can start there.
Which one? I was gonna say, I'm like, it's looking like it's like
I don't release like 4. Damani released 2. Kingdom released like 5.
it's a father and son Kamehameha on whichever version of Broly that it is 50 Cent.
So it's a family jump.
Yeah, put 2 out.
Yeah. So
So I guess it's 4-2.
12 2.
4-2 the 4-2 the Harris family from the series.
like yeah. But I see I think the first Damani track was the better of out of all the tracks that's been released. I think that's the best one. The other Bully one, the Bully one with T.I. was good too. I like that one too because I like the hook on that. But I don't know, other than that, I ain't really been. It's too much to keep up with. I feel like it was
I guess what I really want to say, it really, honestly, King probably been the best, has been the most one that stood on him and Dormani as far as the beast. Because not even really, they've been more disrespectful with it. Because King, with the t-shirt, smoking with Curtis's mother, and then the most reasonable yell when he pulled the bag, it was a bag of weed with her face. I said, this is top 10 disrespect.
Them young niggas, they'll get wild disrespectful.
This died.
So,
What's the worst can I do to a nigga?
And then you got,
yeah, he old now, so it's like, this is just rap for that nigga.
then you got,
Personal, but it's just rap. You know, this nigga King, no, I'm finna disrespect. Fuck that.
and then it seemed like the Maya was gonna keep it more like a humble approach, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's what I was gonna get into. Then part 2 came out and it was like, oh,
I ain't never seen him behaving that.
I ain't never seen him get so mad. Hey, that just goes to show you.
He be so relaxed in his music. I'm like, wow, where this come
Because you gotta understand at the end of the day. Exactly. If it's your mama, you ain't gonna let nothing slide.
That just shows, how much love he got.
That shows how much love he got for his mother, like y'all should. It's National Women's Month. It ain't gotta be a mama. It's just, she gave that motherly role
Yeah.
for him to defend.
Let's say I'm stepmama.
Mm-hmm. The mother that stepped up, as they say. Well, they say the dad that stepped up on a lot, but that's too much. Well, now where we at now with the beef?
I think
We'll start this. See, this one will come see you.
first a lot of people thought T.I. was a dead horse because he was responding so many damn times and I don't know.
I know what I said. Okay, I think I said this. You talking about a nigga who don't give a fuck?
Ever.
It's a nigga who is like a bug.
A grammatical bug.
Like this nigga T.I. is like a bug. Like you bother him, he ain't gonna let up. 50 just don't care.
Yeah.
That's like an unstoppable force needing an immovable object. You know what I'm saying? So
The troll that never stops trolling versus the bug that never stops bugging you about it. Man.
So ain't no telling how long this shit finna go on.
So be beefing forever.
I was gonna say, does this one go to the grave? Does this succeed the 50 and Ja Rule?
No, I don't know if it's that deep.
You don't think it gets that deep?
Niggas got shot behind that. No.
I mean, the pettiness level's getting close.
But 50 beef from anybody. 50 beef from Floyd. That's a boxer. Now, in real life, Floyd could probably knock that nigga the fuck out. But, you know what I'm saying?
Again,
Beef.
Boy, this nigga, y'all seen he coming out of retirement to fight fucking Mike Tyson of all people? Like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you see, he got a running back with Pacquiao.
yeah, I don't know, man. Like, bro, when we wanted some shit like that, nigga, you wasn't trying to do it.
Yeah.
Now you,
You wait till they all old.
So, you want to know something? Like, I know it's not, of course, it's boxing and, real things, but you know how we talk about everything be rigged and shit nowadays? I think this nigga then took a page out like the WWE book and said, let me get some what if money. What if I go back? What if I run the ones with said people? Hell, what if I lose my undefeated streak? Think about it. He had made hella money if he let the undefeated streak go and they finally talk about it.
he might still got this power, but he's slow as shit.
He not gonna give it to Mike. If he do, he got to give it to Pacquiao.
He's slow. You know what I'm saying?
I think if Floyd loses, he should get it. And if he's choosing to lose, if he does, like I said, I didn't see this nigga coming out of retirement for just a random one-off matches. But
Depend on the style of fight.
that's what I'm saying. I say if anybody could take the one defeated streak, Pacquiao should. Tyson be cool, but that's just really giving in too much to.
Yeah,
We understand how crazy Mike is.
he ain't made to go the distance.
Mm-mm.
All Floyd Mayweather's be 12 rounds.
Because
Yeah,
Floyd the only nigga that
like
can
it.
weave and punch at the same time without really losing too much energy.
I can go ahead and get it. You said what next?
Oh, shit. Well, shit. What's next? Ty Dolla $ign put out an EP.
No, sir.
Listen to that.
No, I didn't.
It was decent. Yeah.
I can
But
agree with, and I ain't even hear it.
Randy joint was
That was
cool.
good, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Wait a minute.
The real run of Ozzy was really gonna be on that, but it was just a sample. So
Let me see.
Boys in the 80s, ain't
yeah, that don't mean hey, still
he? Oh, shit.
yeah, like they still performing out. I mean, like man, shoot, they still get money out here. Shoot, I'm sure they got a residency.
Residency. Yes, sir. You got it.
They got one somewhere. Shoot, but as far as the dope joints that's on there,
I think itself was decent.
yeah,
Little 6-track joint. I might go indulge in that.
yeah, for real. So, other than that, let's see what else came out. Denzel Curry and The Sight.
I listened to that.
Didn't hear that either.
I loved it. Shocked of all people. You let me all listen to.
See, like I told y'all, I be listening to some of my music. Be like,
Yeah, but you definitely put that shit aside for your favorites.
yeah,
I'm shocked.
I'm a little concerned of you.
Because me of all people listen to it before you. And I don't listen to the shit before y'all. But I listen. So, from what I got out of this tape, it was more so he let the rest of the Syph do it because Denzel wasn't on it too much. And then another thing, it is a couple of nitpicks that I point out. I like the song like Tan with BK Rule and Tia Korea, but it's a remake of a song that BK already made. My girlfriend told me about it because she listened to BK. And I didn't know that. So when I heard the original, it's literally kind of copy and paste. It's just an extended version for Tierra Corinne. So, but either way, the song was cool. My favorite songs, y'all, I like Hoopty. I didn't, with Tina, Smino and Tia Corinne, I like that. Lit Effect, that was out for a while. Phony was good. Kind of like how A$AP Ferg fits in that group more than I thought. That's something he really did step into this shit a lot. He's in a lot of songs, like the Syph, Up. Up is probably my favorite song, if I really had to pick one. But yeah, it's only a little 8-track. This is probably what DNA would call an EP. And from the clips episode, that was probably my favorite clip. The whole argument about the EPs, I had to throw that in there. What's the EP and what's the tape?
We might have to find that and redo it.
We gotta find out one. That's the one I wish I should have found.
It's somewhere in the audio. It's somewhere in there.
But all in all, 8 out of 10 for the you dig. I didn't really see no skips, and it's a nice little playthrough. It's vibey. It's like vibey and turn. Like you gonna be turned one moment, and then you just gonna like cool down before you go back into a little more litness. If I had to say a word, litness.
What's the word?
You gotta look at me when I do.
We lit.
Why don't we bring him a word?
Because it wouldn't be 400 Kofo without the 4. You know, the 4th oldest son,
Fourth oldest.
which makes me the youngest. So the 4th oldest. There's 4 of us. I technically was the 4th member on the show. 4. Oh.
And that nigga putting out, what's it? Reset?
Yeah, Reset. It's like his third iteration of the Ransom series.
So he didn't make it. So he had to reset. So Mike Will made it.
Please.
We're gonna agree to disagree.
Say yes, bro. Yes, he did. He did make it and he had to reset it right. Yes.
Mike Will made it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks.
Like he ain't got no hit yet.
He ain't put no album out since Ransom 2017, something like that?
Yeah, I think so. No, what about the Creed soundtrack? It was like the Creed 2.
He did have a couple songs on Creed.
That was more like a
Collection.
yeah. Like he was the executive producer of that. I wouldn't necessarily credit that to him as an artist or nothing like that. Probably. Even though he did I think he did all the beats. Yes, all the beats.
Yeah, like. But yeah,
That was a fire soundtrack too. Yeah, there's
yeah, definitely was. I think him now coming back is like, I wouldn't say refreshing, but I want to say kind of sort of needed in a way. Only because of that sound is like.
He's been really quiet.
Yeah,
Last few years. Like you probably he had some placements here and there, but as far as like really stepping on the gas, he really been silent for a while. So excuse me, he not as visible as he once was. So then time will tell what this album gonna look like. I didn't even hear the first single. They got Keith and somebody else on it. Who was it?
Oh shit, I don't know.
It's cause I know what you talking about the one with Keith and Youngboy? Is that the first? That's the first single. I know Keith and Youngboy did a song recently, and Will was the producer for it. So that might be the song y'all talking about. But if we going off that song, mine's opinion, the song's okay, but I don't like that as a starter song.
Songs out right now. That's Youngboy and Keith. That's right.
Yeah, I don't like that being a starter song.
The other one is with Travis Porter and Monaleo.
Right.
That one I actually heard. I kind of like that. I like that. I like that. It's more.
Is it Atlanta based or is it like for the club based? No.
No, I get what he's saying.
Is Atlanta. It is club based too.
See?
It is club based too.
I get. That's what I'm saying. I get what you're trying to say though. It's like, is it more so would I hear this in a club a lot, or am I just gonna hear this through Atlanta a lot? Okay. Well, technically, to go back to Devil's Advocate, John is right now technically still playing to the same thing, but it's more so you can hit you. I would hear this outside of a corrupt party a couple of times because it's more so the beat. I like the beat, but you gotta remember where Travis Porter originally kind of kicks it at, where their music really rocks at. So it's a 9 times out of 10. No matter how much you could see it outside the club, it's 9 times out of 10 probably gonna be more club hit. I would say you could say it's more Atlanta. I guess I put it like this: it's more of a club type. But if you heard somebody outside, you wouldn't be shocked.
Right. For sure.
But I'd say I'd probably hang that on club if you want my answer.
Well, yeah, can't wait to see what it's gonna sound like when it comes out. Should come out in a couple weeks, March 20th to be exact. So, yeah, that should be. This should be good though. That should be good. We ain't heard from him in a while, Mike Will.
Since I'll play it for y'all later.
We talked about that.
Okay.
Weeks ago.
Week ago.
I don't remember what else we got to touch on.
No, we touched on all the releases.
Okay.
Most of the stuff we got to talk about is little bullshit like, so I was telling them yesterday, the topic of does Drake have a classic album?
Oh, yeah.
Does Drake have a classic album? He has a couple. He got a couple.
It came up again, yeah.
So, yeah, I know all three of y'all ain't on Twitter like me. So
I know you be in there.
one of the things that was on there was Ebro got on the Rap Life podcast and said that Drake doesn't have a classic album at all. Like no classic album whatsoever. So that sparked up the debate of does he have a classic album? And then that topic brought up what is a classic album? Everybody is confused again.
I mean, what do you want to? What category you want to go into? Do you want to go into longevity because he's got a couple albums that's about to be over 10 years, if not 10 years. If you want to go by hit success, those same two albums probably have a couple songs that didn't hit the charts, quite a few. I don't even like Drake, and I'm giving this nigga credit. Literally off rip, Take Care should be your first classic in mine.
Yep.
If you want to go another one, Views, just because of the years it's been in. That's 10 years now for Views. Almost.
Yeah, 10 years next month.
10 years next month. See? I know I'm not too far. And then, hell, So Far Gone. That's not even a classic, but that has the classics of like Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, and all the shit of him coming up, I'm going in. That we can say what we want about Drake, but to say he doesn't have these things that you can clearly see, that's just you being in denial. That's you being standing on what you want to say and making it stick. But not just because you want shit to stick to the wall don't mean it smell good, don't mean it look good. That looks dumb. That's like me saying Kendrick can't be considered a rapping GOAT. That means I'm not clearly listening to music. You gotta kind of like think of what you say. And that's fine. They can feel that way, but I ain't gonna lie to you, that's wrong. That's just an opinion. It's like you can't say people aren't in debates or these things, or we can't say that he doesn't have a classic because we can say it, but it's just gonna be an opinion. But it holds weight in some cases. We're arguing about it. So again, man has classics. That's just blasphemy. I don't even like the nigga like that. That's just blasphemy.
Sound like Ebro judging off of hate.
Ebro ain't never really cared.
Yeah.
Ebro ain't got no.
Yeah, Ebro ain't never.
Ain't got no.
Oh,
I can't even finish the sentence. I can't think none that rhymes.
So we did like not talking about Drake, but we did like have a small discussion as far as like everybody is not going to agree to what is a classic and what is not a classic as far as like the definition of what a classic is.
Okay.
And also like for instance, we talked about off camera. We talked about Griselda. Does anybody in Griselda have a classic yet? And the only person we came up with was West Side Gun, and what's possible a classic is Prince of Paris. Yes.
I mean, so are we just gonna forget that Benny is around? I mean,
It's all opinion based.
that's what I'm saying. It comes back to the thing of like we can have an opinion that's the only class, but if we really look at it, there's a couple more.
to a question then. What project that Benny dropped do you consider should be in that company?
Like 2 seconds, I was gonna just go back to fact check myself before I said that. I mean, said anything else. If I had to pick one, and it's not a classic yet, but burden of proof, and Man. I gotta say this a couple times. Oh, I went past it.
And yeah, no fun.
Damn, no. The plugs I'm at. But I'm saying that after some time. The only reason because I was like, again, classics, you have to build time. It's like wine. A classic wine ain't gonna be a classic wine until it what? Ages.
Let me ask you this, since we're on that subject of classics. Your favorite Kendrick album, was that an instant classic or did you have to sit on that for a while?
Opinion, not instant classic when I first heard it, no. Was it one of my favorites? Yes, but I say it got classic by the time I heard Damn, for sure. I was guaranteed by then, like, Kendrick wasn't gonna, like, just fall by the wayside in people's minds if he just stopped rapping, because he didn't. Because, like, you know, like, these around times, like, you got Kendrick, couple years gone, Kendrick, couple years gone, Kendrick. Once Damn finally hit, you can think, like, well, again, this is my POV. Once you get, like, an album like Damn or something, like, now you can say, like, okay, he has a classic, like, The Pimple Butterfly, like how you always try to remind me what one's better than the other in your mind than somebody else's maybe, who cares? But the point is, that's considered a classic now. These things be considered classics, like it's aged enough. It has hits still. It's still talked about. It covers those bases. So I feel like as far as the Griselda thing, Benny is probably gonna be another one that sticks out. I'd say his just need a little more time. Because he has some for sure.
Not so you just like on the fence about the West Side.
I'm going to just say wait for it. Like, don't just say that's the only one. I'm not against it, but let's just say it's not the only one. They got some works.
Does Conway have one?
I don't. Oh no! See, now you asked for a lot.
So
You want me to do all of them?
the trouble with these conversations, I think spoke to me yesterday. Trouble with these conversations is you might feel one way, DNA might feel one way, Martin feel one way, who feel one way, and then people who watching might be looking at us and going, "The fuck is these niggas talking about?"
If someone really looking at us crazy right now.
Conversations, and that's why I try to remind them and everybody who listens, like, when we talk about these music conversations, we have to remember, like, everybody ain't gonna like or feel the same about everything. You know what I'm saying? Martin feels like Good Kid, Mad City is better than To Pimp a Butterfly. I disagree. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't fight about it. We don't argue about it. We don't call each other bitches behind it. A lot of y'all be getting disrespectful because y'all let y'all opinions mix with y'all emotions. And then now all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all ain't like, hey man, I understand. You feel very strongly about the shit that you feel.
And just to pivot into that real quick, I just want to be clear. Because just because y'all call people or cuss people out in these arguments, you did not win the argument. So that has been in some arguments, and just like anybody else in this world is probably arguing. Just because you called me, you stupid bitch, you wrong, you dumbass, you wrong.
Sorry, if you start talking to me about it,
Where's your facts at?
you're trying to fry a nigga in the middle of a conversation about music you done already know. That's me.
Because, I mean, we can all talk about each other all day long. I could say half of y'all ain't got brain cells when y'all be talking on here, and I could just start punctually correcting y'all. Yeah. But then I'd be an asshole for no reason. So,
Yesterday, I was who I was when we was listening to the R. Kelly clips.
Oh, man, you just gotta. I'm weak.
I'll be beat up or something.
That episode was something.
Y'all was
Put my ass by now. Yeah. That being said, I also told these brothers, and then they kind of low key disagree with me about this. I say, when we talk about classics these days, there are those classics like you read in music publications and you hear on the radio, brothers told you, oh man, this is a classic record, like a Illmatic or a Ready to Die or It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Things that people told you, right?
Mhm.
These are the classic hip hop records.
Mhm.
And then there's the other side of that, which is albums that are important to you and your world and your experiences. You know, and a old head might look at you and be like, that ain't no classic.
Mhm.
It's to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the disconnect happens. It's like the fight between what the rap publications and the niggas who do this journalism shit told you
Right.
was a hip hop classic versus, you know, what you feel once you get out in the field. You know what I'm saying? So like if somebody like, you know, we were just talking about Drake, you know, if I go up to somebody and say Take Care is a classic and somebody tells me no it's not, and it's like, well, that's in your world. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? But the general consensus is it is. You know, regardless of how you feel about it, it made a huge impact. It had stand power, it had hella hits, it sold a lot. That ain't got nothing to do with it, but it sold a lot. You know, and it's generally one of his most beloved projects. So I mean, you can't sit here and say that it's not. Now, if you want to go possible, you know, for some people, Nothing Was the Same is a classic. For some people, it's not. But it's a very good album. And that's another thing. Just because an album ain't a classic don't mean it's not a great record. It could be an amazing, flawless record.
All
You
day.
know, a lot of those that fall under the wayside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Martin.
Mhm.
Outside of Good Kid, Mad City, in your opinion, how many classics does Kendrick have?
Mm, 3 easy. Good Kid, Mad City, The Pimp a Butterfly, and the now label Damn. Damn is I don't have enough time. And now when you think about the next set of 3 that's building up, because now that you asked me that, now I want you to think about it. Do you feel like the last few projects since Damn came out, do you feel like they're going to become classics or are they going to be controversial classics?
Mr. Morale.
Mr. Morale is not going to be.
That's either not going to be held a classic or if someone does, it's controversial as hell for them to argue.
There's, you know, and I love Twitter. Because y'all niggas be acting like I wasn't there when the album came out. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't like that album like that. Even his hardcore fan base didn't like it like that.
It was tough.
Y'all said it was therapy music. I just want y'all to remember that. Y'all said it was therapy music. It didn't have no hits on it. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of subject matter on there that was uncomfortable for a lot of you niggas. But it was a great album. It's an amazing album. Best album that came out that year, to me. But no, a lot of y'all won't think so. And a lot of y'all who out here calling GNX a classic, y'all know what y'all can do. I don't even have to tell y'all, but y'all know what y'all can do. You know, and
That's going to be a controversy.
like, that's
I was like, you know that one pisses me off.
what I just said. So in the context of that, if you really genuinely feel that way, that's cool. That's great. You know, it's a classic to you, not to me. You know,
And a lot of people, I feel like, that think that it's just like, it seems like they bar is lower as far as like what they like from Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know,
that the bar is lowered, or is that what he's doing is lower than what he's been doing?
right, yeah. Well, basically like that. Like how he wasn't as like, he did have some moments where he took you back to where like he was the essence of Kendrick is like just like how Good Kid, Mad City is, to Pimp a Butterfly is. He gave you moments like that on GNX, but like if we really looking at the totality of GNX, it's like literally like for the masses. It's not just for his select fans. You know what I'm saying? So for the lack of a better term, like it was more so for the mainstream media. It really wasn't for just the core Kendrick fan base. And I feel like to me, his
Love better to the West Coast.
right, yeah, and that also. And to me personally, Mr. Morale And the Big Steppers was more so for that Kendrick fan base. But yes, it is like people could say it's therapy music, but I feel like that's also a good thing. It's a lot. Like if you think about what we need, like a lot of us probably need therapy music, like for real, for real. So if you got some type of issue towards that album, then I feel like you probably need to take another listen. I'm gonna say so.
So to go into that, I got a question for you. Well, for my brother's here. So when it comes to GNX, well, let me actually travel a little bit. So update my history. Is the disc that Nas did at Jay-Z, is that on an album or was that a single? Ether.
Yes, on
It's on Stillmatic. Now, do we consider Stillmatic a classic, right? Yes and no. Out of us.
Me, I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So coming to that, do we consider that most of its classiness comes in from a little bit of infamy coming from Ether? Or are we okay, so good to hear that.
It was kind of from like, mind you, I was a very little kid when this was happening, but just judging on what I remember plus what I read,
What you know now?
what I know, what I know now, it Stillmatic kind of. Honestly, the whole beef between Jay-Z and Nas kind of propelled both of those albums that came out at that time to. I mean, they would have probably sold anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the fact that they were embroiled in a beef at that time made it more of a commercial success.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think the selling point was Take Over and Ether.
No.
That wasn't the selling point for neither of those albums. Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't hurt. Not
Okay.
at all. Which
So
is why I felt like it was smart that Kendrick did not put Not Like Us on GNX as like a bonus track or some shit like that.
no.
Because that would have been, to me, just like a cop-out.
Now with that, I'm gonna ask you, do you feel like people are gonna consider like how they're doing now, years from now, do you feel like GNX is gonna get pushed to classic tier off of just of the rise of Not Like Us and what it did in its general sense?
I don't think it should. Just
It shouldn't, but do you think it will?
like, you know how I think when it came out, I think the exact term I used was GNX was a victory lap in terms of the year that Kendrick had.
Gotcha.
Because it was like the general consensus is Kendrick beat Drake, then he put this album out.
So he had time to feel himself, basically. Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? He beat Drake, and then it was like, okay, here's the victory lap. And according to people around him, this album was already in the works before this beef thing ever happened. So that was already the direction he was going in. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, oh, he made Not Like Us, and it was like, you know what, I'm gonna just follow up this momentum and I'm inspired to just make a whole album that's like a love letter to my coast. Like, no, he was already doing that. You know what I'm saying? Not Like Us was just a result of that.
Okay.
So, no, I don't think Not Like Us should determine GNX's classic status because Not Like Us is not on that album at all.
Mm-hmm.
What we can say is that it didn't hurt. You know,
It did.
Kendrick had an incredible year before that album even came out. So it's almost like it's a talking point, but it ain't the selling point. You know what I'm saying?
And do you two feel the same, my brother right here?
Yeah, I think it capped off a good year. Yeah, just agreeing with what John said. It capitalized on the great year he was having. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
So it's more so a tip to my cap, more so than this is what's gonna stick on one of my careers. It's probably like one of the biggest shits I've done, shitting on like a top person like Drake or something like that. That's not gonna sell. Okay, I got you.
it's like Not Like Us was something that just had to happen. Like a personal feud. Like you just sometimes you got to get something off your chest. Like you just you know what I mean? Like a personal feud that just had to happen. Like you had to get that off, and then the success from it, you just used it as promotion for GNX.
Well,
Which is what any rapper should do or should have done. You know, a lot of Drake fans be like, man, he used that as blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, the album wouldn't have done as well if he hadn't did not. Like, shut up. This is fucking Kendrick we talking about. This nigga could stand on his own without that diss track coming out.
Right,
You
exactly.
know what I'm saying? This one of them niggas. Like, he one of the only rappers that's working today that's selling that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? GNX did 300,000, 320K first one. He ain't touching Drake. And as far as sales is concerned, because I know a lot of you niggas like talking about sales. He ain't touching Drake in sales, but he gonna sell something.
Yeah.
For sure. He don't need no diss to do that. That was just something that just ended up happening. And I'm pretty sure when, because I know, you know, DJ Mustard was talking that shit like we knew this song was out of here when I heard it. Like, nigga, you didn't know that. Because that song could have just been a diss track and not been, you know, had the cultural impact that it did.
Because left everything alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because it did, Kendrick's like, of course, I'm going to capitalize on this. Why not? Why not? Shit. My name out there. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
And then last question. So, well, DNA, how do you feel? Do you also agree?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like the beef literally, like Drake just didn't know when to shut the fuck up as far as the beef goes, like because he kept taunting Kendrick and putting himself in that. Kendrick got put in that situation where he had to, you know, just like left one up Drake in any type of way. So and that was that trophy was GNX in totality because of the simple fact that Night Like Us just catapulted GNX to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? So, like, because nobody was expecting GNX to come out like,
Hey. Nobody was expecting the album.
right.
Nope.
So,
The nigga just dropped it.
exactly. So
The nigga
it
was
came
like, all right, y'all. He's like, all right, y'all, I'm announcing the album.
right. And
An hour later, I ain't the album out.
Go get it. Check it out.
yeah. So, like,
Well, to the point where his own label didn't even know.
The label was like, wait, no, you don't need it. I got you.
Yeah.
It's Kendrick, you were supposed to tell us. I did tell y'all 30 minutes before I push in. It's out now. Bye.
which is very like
I like how you said
like out of nowhere-ish, but at the same time, the rollout was the beef.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I like how you said like Drake needed to start running his mouth when it was the first thing, and he said in one of the second verse of that song, Kendrick keep running his mouth.
The truest statements that nigga ever said. Ever said.
Man,
That's exactly what the fuck they did.
my name out.
You gave that man greatness.
He opened his mouth, he got 5 of them for that one song.
I guess one last thing.
Off again, he got, how many did he get this year?
5, 6, 5, yeah, 5 or 6 again.
So,
Now you got
Now he surpassed Mike. I know he was one shot regardless.
he passed Hov. Jay-Z was the one with the most.
Like, yeah, Jay-Z don't like that.
I'm sure.
Yeah, he respect it.
Of course he won't respect it. For the public guy.
I got one for y'all. I didn't tell y'all about that.
Mm.
So, y'all heard about the situation with Michael Eric Dyson and what he said about the whole Not Like Us shit? You know about that DNA?
yeah,
Yeah, you know about it. All right, so we ain't gonna talk about that. What I want to talk about is the fact that not too long after he said that, he got on the internet and said that Jay-Z texted him or called him or something and said how he disagreed with, you know, Michael Eric Dyson's statement that Kendrick was attacking Drake's blackness in that song. And then it...
His blackness.
Yeah, you gotta watch the shit he said.
Oh,
But what that conversation ended up going to, my man's can't catch a break for shit. Like, what that conversation ended up leading to was, is there an issue between Jay-Z and J. Cole?
what?
Because for some reason, because people feel like for some reason Jay-Z don't never show Cole no love. Like, he never says nothing out loud. You don't never hear nothing about him saying anything about it. So people feel like there's an issue.
you want first on this, Mark? Go ahead, Mark.
Cootie,
My boy can't catch a break, bro.
you my dog, right? You my homie, right? You my boy. Do I gotta tell you that shit every fucking day?
No.
Do I gotta tell you that shit the second I see you?
Nope. It's just something that's known.
Jared, case motherfucking closed from my point. What are we doing here? Why are we...
I said, bro, my boy can't catch a break, bro. Every time he be chilling, and He done did the whole little Trump tour. He come back home, Sci-Hi done dissed him. Now somebody asking if he got beef with Hov. Like, bro, like, that man just be trying to go home, bro. Like,
You know how
y'all upset about what happened at Greenville Festival. Damn, like,
y'all know that whole touch the hot stove shit. I think people really want this nigga to really dislike her. They not satisfied till he go and diss somebody. I start to understand what the frustration with Cole fans on y'all defending this bullshit or trying to figure out why. It don't make sense. This nigga can't go and take a shit. He taking a shit. How dare he take a shit? He's supposed to be rapping his ass off right now. How dare he takes his old hoopty out? That nigga ain't supposed to use that. He's supposed to be
let they break that shit. I feel
I had an option to switch between my broke car and my rich car.
I would love to talk to that nigga. Like, bro, how you really feel about all the shit that's being said about you? Like, for real. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna I just wanna know.
And I would be like, I'd be more happy if an interview does not come out. You know why? Because it adds to his mystique.
Is he still doing the chunk thing?
No, that's over.
He
ready for the tour.
so he cooked it after the truck car went down.
No, they fixed it.
Yeah, and they finished. Yeah.
Oh, so LA was.
So,
Damn, we couldn't get not one.
I figured he wasn't coming up this way.
But yeah, bro, like I think it adds to his mystique. Like Cole's mystique if he does not give us an interview. They also like we gotta remember this guy has literally given us a lot of music, a lot of fucking music, dog. Like from free all the way to what we had to pay for or what we streamed. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like he's given us all his life already. Like, bro, like what more do you need to know, dog? What more do y'all need to know for real? Because if y'all need to know about him and Jay-Z relationship, it's like literally businessman. Like literally, that's all it is. Like it's two different businesses, that's it, and two totally different situations. Basically of music. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, that clean car.
Man, goddamn phone fell and spilled. I guess you going in my hoodie pocket. Can't sit outside, phone.
basically what it is like when it comes to like it's a couple of introverts in this room right now. So as an introvert, I'm speaking for myself, you fuck with people, but only a select few. And you like to be by yourself in your own skin and not have to worry about any outside bullshit.
You like people?
Yeah.
What?
I like him. I don't love him.
Right. Exactly, bro.
I love me.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you ain't gotta be around a lot of people to have fun.
Thanks.
So, just speaking on the fact that Cole is like literally a family man and really don't like that outside bullshit, that all ties into why he said no to the beef.
Mm.
He instantly like had to catch himself for like being that, oh, I need to put myself in this situation. But he had to really think about his family and what could be possibly said about his family. Because that's exactly what the fuck happened. So if you think about the type of character these rappers are, like, that's literally why Kendrick did what he did. That's why you got Euphoria. That's why you got 616 in LA. That's why you got what was the other one? Shit. Okay.
Meet the ground.
Meet the Grams. Yeah, Meet the Grams. That's why you got different phases. And I said this before, that's basically a diss EP. If you think about like the totality of because every single song wasn't solely, it was different phases of like how Kendrick is thinking in the moment of each song. So, I mean, bro, like y'all, I really don't think y'all be listening to lyrics for real. That's like, that's my real.
Yeah, they don't.
I think
So either I think y'all listen for something, and when you hear it, you take that, and it's like running track. You can take that baton and run with it.
Exactly.
So yeah, I was gonna say it's definitely more so like they'll listen, but they don't listen. Like
Not like they say they do.
yeah.
Yeah, they say, no, man, I'll be listening to lyrics. I'll be downstairs from lyrics. Shit, man.
there's somebody out there right now probably thinking sometimes you have to pop out and show niggas was probably the hardest part of the song.
Was
It was nothing, and it was the chorus. It was basically an extended chorus in my opinion.
what? He was just telling you something.
So sometimes you gotta pop out and show it.
Clearly, this nigga thought I wasn't going blah blah blah, but I am going blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, don't let that therapy album fool you, nigga.
Like people listening
Like this. If I hadn't done that first, we
exactly.
got it a lot worse.
It's some people, right? It's some people that like some bars don't make sense, and some bars were the best thing in the world.
But yeah, my boy,
Yeah.
that nigga.
I think it kind of what Kendrick did to Drake is kind of what J. Cole will end up doing if he continue to get pushed. It's like a quiet kid in school
Like he getting bullied.
that end up beating the shit out of somebody.
He done
Like,
lost
it's-
his
it's-
mind.
You couldn't do anything, bro. Just because that's another thing about listening to lyrics, like DNA just said. You really listen to J. Cole for real, like really listen to him. What he did made absolute sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He put his motherfucking neck out there, like, you know what? Everybody keep talking shit. Let me go ahead and say something. But then he said something, he listened to it back a few times, he like, nah, bro, this don't feel like me. This feel like something else.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'm cool. Pull that shit off there. Pull that shit off. I'm gonna go ahead and say what I need to say at Dreamville Fest. And you know niggas probably like, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. You like, bro, I've made my peace with it. Whatever happens, happens. Like, I'm cool. You know, so
Oh, it's time to come home.
he wouldn't have done that if he didn't know what could possibly happen to him. He don't give a fuck. Because Cole is the type of rapper that's like, bro, I don't need, like, bro, what's that song? In the song Fire Squad, that nigga said that whole little spoken word shit he did at the end where he say, Lil Jermaine snatched the crown for whoever think y'all has, and then he blow the crown up. Like, nigga, ain't no kings in this thing. He said that in fucking Fire Squad. Ain't no kings in this thing.
Who's the
I
king?
call myself the GOAT. He really, like, we all that at this point, because we all got our own thing that we bring to this. You know what I'm saying? And like when you hear that, it's like, bro, he's literally, and I've said this many times, he literally tells you who he is through his raps. So the fact that y'all are so shocked that he did what he did, that's like, nigga, if you really listen to the nigga, you would know that this is exactly who the fuck this has been this entire time.
Man,
They listening, but they ain't hearing it.
And look, yeah, it's like,
they ain't hear nothing. And out the other, and I think like Drake is that extrovert that was in between two introverts, and you got the two reactions that we thought we were gonna get out of the said introverts. One gave him the FAFO, fuck around and find out, and then the other one was like, "This is what happens if he didn't respond."
oh, and one more thing, this should be happening for it too. All you Drake fans, like hardcore Drake fans, J. Cole didn't owe y'all shit. I love how y'all like this nigga. Oh, let Drake out there to dry. Bro, no, he didn't. Why the fuck are you expecting another grown man to help you in your battle with another grown man? He's not obligated to do that. Not at all. Like, nigga, y'all is two totally grown men. Now, if y'all decided to team up and diss that nigga, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't have honored that.
But you want to know what's fucked up?
But it's like, no, it's like Drake don't need Cole to. No, he's fully capable of doing that shit on his own. He don't need to do that, bro.
And it really depends on who they defend.
Was no. He just didn't do shit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just think about it, dude. They were saying the same thing. Well, some people were saying the same thing. Like 21 shouldn't have tried to like stay out of Thug and Gunna situation or the Metro situation. And 21 was basically trying to tell them they gotta saw that show on their own. That wasn't between me and them. And it's like that approach was fine, but Cole's approach was a problem.
Right. Last thing we got to touch on, well, not the very, very last thing, but as far as the uh, industry goes and people inside the industry, I like to say that because they've been in the industry, but they're like now they're independent. I guess I don't know for sure if they're really independent, but Sci put out a song talking about good music. Did you listen to that yet?
No.
Okay. He basically touched on everything.
I saw some of the lines though.
Okay. He basically touched on why good music broke up and everything. He basically, let me say, like key points. So one of the key points was he still rock with Pusha T. After all that, and I guess he somewhat or does still rock with Big Sean too.
Boy.
He said that shit in the interview. Him and Sean he used to think Sean had like a beef with him.
Right, yeah, that was weird, but like if you think about like Sean be giving everything as far as good music. He's been pushed to the moon. Every single one of his albums came out that was supposed to come out. Besides anybody else, Kid Cudi while he was there, he got pushed to the moon also. No pun intended, but
Day and night.
but what I was gonna say is like Saha was literally talking about everything. I don't think he talked about Tiana Taylor at all in that song, which was kind of weird to me.
Wasn't you to me because what you talking about her for? She wasn't
I was like,
involved. She wasn't a rapper.
I was gonna say you gotta go to the main affiliates of the group, really.
This
Right? Yeah. You're right. But I just was gonna say like why I thought he was gonna cover every single little bit. You got damn near a 7-minute song. Like why you ain't talking about everything, nigga? But
we only care about one thing,
yeah,
and that's dude ass.
right. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that part in particular, like I feel like he was writing so much for Kanye. He probably, I know he didn't lose his identity, but like he should have. I feel like he should have put himself first in that situation.
I always feel like that.
Yeah, like if you think about how Sci left that situation, he literally left with one album, and that's it. Yeah, Sci basically, he should have put himself forward, I think, and said like, hey, like I'm giving you a lot of records, dog. Like, yeah, you need to we need to focus on my next project. Like, but I can see that Big Jaw folks did not want to do that.
Don't indulge in that.
Kanye did not want that to happen. He really didn't want to run a label. We can already see that. So, yeah, bro. Like, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, bro, like that's like the path he was on anyway. Like, so if you've been just paying attention to Sci-Hi's career, like that's the type of path he was on anyway, bro. Like he was like made to be that pen. Like he wasn't really made for the rapper lifestyle, just being a rapper.
He wasn't made for the limelight.
Made for that limelight for real. So, that it comes with the territory. Like once you start to get into this shit and you see what you supposed to be doing, what you not supposed to be doing, and you figure out what's your lane and what's not your lane, then that's what how it's gonna work out for you, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So, like if you made to be in that spotlight, it's gonna show. You know what I'm saying? So, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, like you did that to yourself.
You did that to yourself.
Man, I didn't know if y'all had heard it or not.
I did not, but
It was a solid track, but it was more so like him, you know, just really just venting and talking about everything that went on.
speaking his mind.
Yeah. So to wrap this joint up, before I do I only got one shout out, but I want everybody to speak on like what this podcast means to them and what y'all feel like is next for us as far as like going into the 400s and the rest of this year. So I'm gonna go first since I thought of this like literally on the fly. I can first say that like, man, the best is
Don't cry.
Oh, I'm not. I feel like, you know, the best is yet to come, you know, with us, you know what I'm saying? So, cause like I said yesterday on the episode y'all ain't see yet, but we'll see. So,
Episode to be.
Martin has like been amazing as far as like doing great things with his podcast, and he just started this year. You know what I'm saying? I knew he had it in him, like as far as LTW goes. John, my brother next to me, he's been amazing also, as far as, you know, just being there, always showing up and speaking his mind, like every single time, like no matter what. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Kuda Buggin, been here since day one. Took some time off, came back, like and doing amazing things, like this, like
That yeah.
like that was amazing. Like it's amazing how God works. You feel me? Like y'all don't know unless you believe in God. If you don't believe in, then I don't know what you believe in. You feel me? Yeah, only amazing things from here on out, you feel me? We ain't gonna stop, not gonna stop. I ain't got no energy that energy, it hasn't really shifted to where I want to stop, you feel me? So, to 400 and beyond.
To 400 and beyond, I like that.
Yeah, this podcast is pretty much everything, really, like, cause I be in my own world, you know, introvert it is at the most, but it's just give me a chance to come out of my shell, you know what I'm saying? Speak my mind, speak my piece. I've been real reserved the last few years. Well, I'm learning how to balance it, but as far as that's just personally me, but I think for the podcast, like we got big things coming, like more episodes in person together, you know. We finna start pressing some merch, you know, t-shirts, hoodies, jogging pants, cups, plates, everything with the logo.
Plates?
Everything.
We gonna have fun, China?
Hell yeah, man. Everything with the logo on it, man. We finna, you know what I'm saying? We finna try and
Get up and go away.
we finna try and build and take over, man. It's like it's just time to step up, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like cold hard facts. We finna start investing in ourselves and take it to the next level and get to where we need to be. And if we never get to where we need to be or where we think we deserve to be, we gonna be able to say we tried our best. That's the most important. So as long as we continue to try our best, I think we go continue to take over. So 400s should be really special. You know what I'm saying? We go get the ball moving and you know what I'm saying? And like I say, these my brothers right here. So like these the only guys I come out the house for or open the house to. So you know what I'm saying? We gonna continue to do what we do and be special and get better and better.
Wow! Ain't do nothing. Ain't nothing, man. Okay, well, so everybody look be all emotional now, but no, in all seriousness, it's like what DNA said. I personally don't start LTW. Hell, let me go back for it. I don't start. What was that I was doing on Spreaker? World Federation Podcast. I don't start that until I do episodes of the Cold Hard Facts podcast where I even felt like the confidence to continue like my wrestling like knowledge or talking shit about to where I would even like get my opinion out. Because if anybody was introverted, I would have not even thought about speaking to y'all about my opinion unless you talking to me. I only really speak my opinion when I'm with them realistically. I mean, I'll speak my opinion, but I don't talk about it openly enough unless I'm with them. So, and the fact that I got comfy to get a set of people to do a podcast with me and that I built up to even get to that many episodes, 400, it's got me inspired to that. I want to do my own, and then I started doing my own. And now it's the fact that I love the fact that I'm balancing both. Or trying to, let me say try to, because I damn sure know I ain't been here in a minute. But a long-winded version of saying that without y'all, I don't even get the confidence to continue what I've been doing so far, and I do really appreciate that, and I love y'all for that. Because if I don't, I don't get the success and confidence I need to try and meet the standards that we've been trying to meet for the longest, and it's only up from here. So. If you seeing us, if Kuda saying we getting fine China, we getting motherfucking fine China made for y'all. Like, you know, you gonna see, hell, I'm gonna make a special plate. We gonna have a custom plate for everybody to buy a plate. It's gonna be one plate in that dish set with one of our faces on it. It's gonna be collectors.
I don't want nobody to
Well, hey, man.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna be John's face. It's gonna be John mean mugging you. It's gonna be purposeful.
Or whatever, when we get it set up, man, or whatever y'all need on that motherfucker, man. Whatever y'all want on that. Just email the picture, you know what I'm saying? Presented by Cold Hard Facts, man. We
finna make it happen.
We finna try and get some money out this motherfucker.
But seriously, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. To 400 and beyond, man.
I was about to say something funny, but I'm not gonna do that.
I mean, you funny looking.
So are you?
Oh,
Yeah, you are.
thoughtful.
Anyway, you just threw me off. That's
That's what you get.
like Martin Ranson Sr.
Well, that is my father, fool. And he look like me.
Nah, you look like him. Actually, you really look like your mama. But
I relayed that no matter what, they look like me because I'm currently the older. Well, currently moving around.
the only thing I got to say is, I never wanted to do this shit, like for real, because I never really thought nobody gave a fuck about what I said. Not for real. I just would just be quiet and not say shit. But this podcast is giving me the opportunity and the platform to come over here and just speak my piece, because I really feel like I ain't the most knowledgeable person in the world, but I feel like I got enough knowledge of music, as far as music itself and music business, to really like give advice and give like an opinion that's honest and genuine and unbiased. I try not to be biased. And that's all because of these guys right here. These guys, challenge me and push my thinking, and I really appreciate them for that, because I know I can be. I know I am not a day at the beach, and I don't mean to be, but these guys give me that freedom to be who I am and don't judge me for it. So I appreciate y'all for that.
I mean, we judge you, but we just don't tell you.
Well, you hoe, but
Use hoe.
Anyway, outside of that, I believe that this podcast can be one of the greats. We still working at it. We still got work to do. We ain't perfect yet. We're not gonna be perfect, but we gonna give you our best every time. As far as like getting together, we be trying, but y'all know how life be. So just be patient. We got shit coming. More variety coming. We probably gonna expand past music. It's coming.
Really?
Just appreciate those of y'all who were tuned in. Thank y'all for those who will tune in. For those who don't like us, y'all know what y'all can do. And that's it.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks to everybody that's on YouTube that like, comment, and subscribe and share also. I want to say something else that I thought would be a topic, but I feel like, that's a topic for another day. I seen a lot of podcasts and a specific radio show that I will not name on this right now, at least, that had moved over to Netflix. And at first I did not understand it. Yeah. So, if you think about everybody that like watches podcasts or listens to podcasts is normally in audio form and video form, and I get the reasoning to move to Netflix. Now, me personally, I think all of us would agree to, I can't do that. I would never do that because of the simple fact of Netflix is not the platform for podcasts, me personally. I feel like, Netflix is built on what it's built on is movies and TV shows. Guess what? This is not a fucking TV show. Like, this is not what that is. You know what I'm saying? It's in this. And I feel like, we take, you take away your audience and like exclusively put them in one place, you robbing your fan base for real. Like, if you think about it, you know what I'm saying? So I can honestly say, and they will all agree that like the only way you get us on Netflix is a possible partnership. Let's just say that, you know what I'm saying? I would never exclusively be on, we would never ever exclusively be on Netflix. Me personally, I feel like that's like the best option, is not exclusively be anywhere. Only because I've seen each year how podcasts has grown. And also I've seen situations where it can diminish a podcast for being in an exclusive place. So, I wish God bless those who are over there at Netflix. You know what I'm saying? And moving on from that, I'm gonna share some love to the ladies, to one of the ladies that will be on this podcast. So, you know what I'm saying? I got reminded by watching one of the interviews I already did with K. Marie. Shout out to K. Marie. Alignment. We gotta think about that a lot more. I'll put the definition on the screen, you feel me? Alignment. We gotta start looking at that word a lot more, you feel me? So I want to show some love to this R&B singer named Love More. It's L-U-V instead of L-O-V. And then More. Come on, you know how to spell More. This project, Love Story, is fucking phenomenal. It's this particular song that I freaking love that I can't stop playing called Moonlight with Love More and Lajay. Absolutely, positively fire. Something for the car, something to chill, sip your wine too, you feel me? It is Women's Month, you know what I'm saying? So y'all put that on. It came out in 2024, but you can run it back, you feel me? You can run this joint back. This is one of those projects where you just run it back, you feel me? Like I said, shout out to Love More. This was that project I can't stop listening to, you know what I'm saying? And like I always do, and y'all will always know, appreciate your haters because they love you more than the people, or just as much as the people that love you do.